Hi everybody, you're watching Coin Roll Hunter, and in case you missed it, we had some breaking news out of the Royal Canadian Mint yesterday. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, this is James and you're watching my channel Coin Roll Hunter, and yesterday the Royal Canadian Mint put out some news that almost broke the internet. Okay, I'm embellishing a little bit, but it might have almost broken their website. They announced that starting just next month, King Charles III will be featured on Circulation 2023 Canadian coins. Now, we knew that Charles was going to be on some coins for the Royal Canadian Mint circulating in Canada at some point in time, but we didn't exactly know when. And in fact, it didn't look like it was going to happen in 2023. So for 2023, we've had circulating coins with Queen Elizabeth II posthumously displayed, showing the double dates 1952 to 2022, the years of her reign, and of course 2022 being when she passed away. But it didn't look as though we were going to get any circulation coins here in Canada. In the UK, they already had a 50 pence piece, and they probably have others as well. That came out pretty early. But new artwork was unveiled by the Mint, and the button was pushed on the machine, and the first coins actually rolled off the assembly line at the Royal Canadian Mint in Winnipeg. We haven't had a male monarch on Canadian coins, except for some special edition commemorative coins, in 70 years. It's been a long time. And of course, when I do my coin roll hunting, that's what I'm looking for, some old King George VI coins, her dad, Elizabeth's dad. But now we are going to have King Charles III. So a couple of the products that we'll look at on the Mint website that I think you might be interested in, that I think will be good buys, because the mintages are going to be very limited. And so I think these might be good things for you to take a look at. So yesterday's news story was focused on the loonie. That was the coin that was being produced at the Mint at the time of the announcement. So it's not entirely clear to me if all of the denominations are going to circulate, if it's only the loonie that's going to circulate. But what we do know for sure is that all denominations of coin are being produced with the 2023 date with King Charles III. We know that because the Mint is going to be releasing the uncirculated Mint sets featuring all of the denominations. We know they're also featuring the special Mint wrapped rolls in a set that has the nickel, dime, quarter, loonie, and toonie. And they'll also be separately selling the rolls of 50-cent pieces. Why they're not in the roll set, I don't know, but that's been the way they've been doing it. So those products are all available for sale now. The one thing is, though, is that the uncirculated sets aren't going to ship until January, and the special mint-wrapped rolls are only going to ship in the middle of February. So if you want any of these, you're going to have to wait for them, even if you order them today. So let's go to the Mint website. We'll take a peek at some of the products. I'll show you what I got and maybe what you might consider getting too. Here is the Royal Canadian Mint website, and you can see right on their main page, they've put an image of a coin here featuring King Charles III. So we know now what that obverse design is going to look like. I'll get a little closer here for you to see that detail. And the artwork, of course, the portrait that this was from. So I'm interested to hear what you think. It looks a little bit different than the Royal Mint in England. Now, of course, in Canada, our tradition since the 90s has been to only feature artwork from Canadian artists, which makes sense. And so that's what we have here featured on the coin. We'll take a look at a few of the products that they've got and a couple things that I got I'll show you now. So first off is the uncirculated coin set. They're calling this the First Strikes. The mintage will just be 100,000 of these. And if I scroll through some of the pictures, you'll see what this is. This is the classic set that includes the loonie, the toonie, the 50-cent piece, the nickel, the dime, and the quarter. And the reverse designs are going to look exactly like they have for the last number of years. It's the obverse design that is pretty striking. I think there's a lot of bare area on those fields. We're used to seeing, well, Elizabeth had a longer name, and so there's just less text on here, which I think has a pretty clean look. And it's going to come in that little folder like most of them come with. So I got that uncirculated set. Here's the other thing that I got. This is the special wrapped roll set. You get a whole roll of each of the nickel, dime, quarter, loonie, and toonie. What you don't get in here is the 50-cent piece. And the price on this is about, it is $129.95. And I think there's free postage on these coins if you order anything over $100 from the mint in Canada and possibly in the United States as well. $129.95 isn't bad. I see a lot of the special mint wrapped rolls of toonies going for about $80, the commemorative ones. And so I think there might be some value in this, particularly because the King Charles III coins aren't going to circulate in any great quantities. In fact, we're not even sure if it's just going to be the loonie or if it's going to be the other denominations as well. Now, in my exaggerated intro, I suggested that the Royal Canadian Mint had broken the internet, or at least the website, but I tried to order these last night and I couldn't. The website was down. They even had a banner at the top that said, "We are experiencing a high volume of visits on the website." So when I tried to go to check out on the website, I couldn't actually do it. Now, I was able to do that this morning, so I know I'm going to get my coins, but I'm going to have to wait for them. And I wasn't sure. I was hoping they weren't going to be sold out. But the quantities are going to be limited in the mint sets. What we don't know is how many of these coins are going to circulate. They've said that they're going to be circulating in limited quantities starting in the middle of next month, which is December. So we'll have to see what the mint says. I don't know when I'm going to find these coins in my change or in my coin roll hunts, but I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to look forward to finding my first King Charles III for sure. What I'm going to pull up on screen right now is the artwork that's being used and the image on the coin. And let me know what you think. What do you think of this portrait? I've heard a couple people say that they didn't think it will look very inspired or it wasn't what they thought. I think it's a pretty good likeness of King Charles III. I think that's what you want to reproduce on a coin. Let me know your thoughts. Does it look like you'd expected it to look? Does it look different? What might you have wanted to see different? I think it looks pretty good, actually. I think for myself, the novelty of having a new portrait on the coin, we only get those every so often. I think the last new portrait was 2003. So it's been a long time since we've had something new on coins, 20 years. So the novelty of having something new, I think it makes it very interesting for me. So let me know, are these sets appealing to you? Are you going to buy the uncirculated set? Are you going to buy any of these rolls? Are you the kind of person that buys mint products at all? I typically coin roll hunt. I don't often buy anything from the mint. The last time I did were the Blue Nose colorized dimes. I thought they were really interesting. It was the first time we'd had a colorized dime in Canada. And so I wanted to get my hands on some of those. Of course, I found them in my coin roll hunts, but I wanted to get some in those mint wrapped rolls. I'm glad I did that. But I don't often buy much else from the mint. So let me know what you do, what you're going to do. I'm really interested to hear what you think of this development. I think for me, it came out of the blue. I really had decided, I was resigned to the fact that Charles wasn't going to be on coins until 2024. And I honestly didn't think they'd come out all that early. I don't often see circulating coins with the date on them until September of the following year. To hear that they're going to be circulating in December, just a month from the announcement, not much behind when they might otherwise have been circulating, is really interesting. I think I had written off 2023 for having these new coins. So interesting development. The sponsors of today's video are Lighthouse Canada and the Charlton Press. Lighthouse Canada is the leading supplier of high-quality numismatic supplies in Canada, and the Charlton Press is the leading publisher of coin and paper money catalogs and price guides for Canadian collectors. Go check out their online stores today and use the exclusive discount code CRH20 for 20% off all your purchases.